Hello everyone, and welcome to another video in my channel. In this video, I have a combination of radical expression and exponential expression forming an equation. What I'm giving is the x root of 2 over x minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 in brackets to power x minus 2. What am I going to do to solve this problem? The steps I'm going to use are very familiar, provided that you are familiar with the properties of indices. One of the first property I'm going to apply is this. If I have the a root or 8th root of b, it can be written as b to power 1 over a. So this property will be applied here. So the expression becomes 2 over x minus 1 in brackets to power 1 over x is equal to x minus 1 to power x minus 2. We need to clear the fraction, which is the power here. We can do that by multiplying both sides by power x. And when we do that, this and this will cancel out, giving us 2 over x minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 in brackets. Then we can open this bracket, giving us x squared minus 2x. Now, fortunately, the denominator of this fraction in the left-hand side is the same as this base. So we can multiply both sides by x minus 1 to cancel this fraction. So it becomes 2 over x minus 1 times x minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 raised to power x squared minus 2x times x minus 1. We now need to apply another property of indices, that is the addition law of indices. So if I have a raised to power b times a raised to power c, it is the same thing as a raised to power b plus c. So this property will be applied here. So this and this will cancel out first, giving us 2 is equal to x minus 1 in brackets to power x squared minus 2x then plus 1, because the bases are the same, just as we have it in the property or in the law. So I can put plus 1 here because the power here is 1. Now, I can factorize this quadratic expression. If I factorize it, that is x squared minus 2x plus 1, I will have x minus 1 times x minus 1, which is x minus 1 squared. Sorry for crossing this line. Now, I will need to put this in place of this. So it becomes 2 is equal to x minus 1 to power x minus 1 squared. When I was trying out this problem, when I got to this point, I was stuck. I didn't know what to do. But then common reasoning will let us understand the next step. And what is the next thing we need to do? If I square root the left-hand side and then square it, it is the same thing as x minus 1 to power x minus 1 squared. Now I can equate the powers together, because if I square the square root of 2, it is the same thing as 2. So this is the square root of this one. So since that's the case, I can either equate the base. If I do that, I will have root 2 is equal to x minus 1, and so x is equal to 1 plus root 2. I can also equate the powers. If I do that, I have x minus 1 to power 2 is equal to 2. Now I can square root both sides to cancel this square here. So x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 2. So x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 2. So that means that our answers are x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 2, which is what we have earlier, or x is equal to 1 minus the square root of 2. Now, if we put both values of x in the original equation, we will get a balanced equation. Let us try it here. So I am going to start with 2 over x minus 1 to power 1 over x is equal to x minus 1 to power x minus 2. Now, when x is 1 plus root 2, let's see if we are going to get a balanced equation. So we have 2 over 1 plus root 2 minus 1, or raised to power 1 over 1 plus root 2 is equal to x is 1 plus root 2 minus 1 here. Then we have 1 plus root 2 minus 2. Now this and this will cancel out, as this and this will cancel out. I can rationalize this. So what we have here is 2 over root 2. Let us rationalize it as root 2 over root 2. In brackets, then 1 over 1 plus root 2. Let's rationalize this as 1 minus root 2 over 1 minus root 2 is equal to root 2 remains here, and we'll have 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So I have root 2 minus 1 here. Remember, this is the power. Now, if I multiply, this is 2 root 2 over 2, where this and this will cancel. Now 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times minus 2 is minus 1 times minus root 2 is minus root 2 over 1 times 1 is 1, and root 2 times minus root 2 is minus 2, equals to root 2 to power root 2 minus 1. Now what we have here is root 2. Remember that these two cancel out. Again, 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So I have minus 1 minus root 2 is equal to root 2 to power root 2 minus 1. If I open this bracket, root 2 will now give us root 2 minus 1 here, equals to root 2 minus 1. We now see that 1 plus root 2 is a solution to the problem. When we try it for 1 minus root 2, we are also going to get a balanced equation. Thanks for watching. See you in another video. Bye.